Okay, good morning. I'd like to introduce Jennifer Kiley, who is the Career and Technical Education Director of the Region 14 Applied Technology Center, which serves ConVal, Jeffrey Ringe, and Masonic school districts. She's been there for the past 4 years. Prior to this, her education career spanned a term at the New Hampshire Department of Education's Career Development Bureau, and many years as an English teacher of middle and high school students, as well as adults in the New Hampshire prison system. So please join me in a warm welcome to Jennifer Kiley.
It's nice to see you guys. James, hi. Nice to see you again. As Dale mentioned, I'm entering into my 5th year. I know that some of you folks have had students or no students who have been involved in our career and tech ed program. I think it's better to hear from the kids themselves. So like I said, one of the things I'm excited about today, and I will be watching your expressions as well as the screen, is to see your reaction to this movie that the kids put out. I trademarked the phrase "I see me in CTE" with the U.S. Patent Office for use with our CTE center. And then the kids have taken that phrase and run with it, and they've made their own video. So it's kind of neat. But keep in mind, the kids did all of it, the editing, the filming, everything. They did this drone footage, but I'll be quiet now.
Career and Technical Education, or CTE, prepares students for success in life. And that success in life, whether they're going directly into the workforce, if they're going to a technical school, if they're going to college, whatever it is their version of success is.
Manufacturing and woodshop, we learn to use our hands. The idea is you come in and you use problem solving and collaboration to solve real life solutions while obtaining skills such as how to use a tape, drill, hammer, all the things to create beautiful stuff.
In the woodshop, I learned how to work with my hands, and I can apply that to future projects.
That's a CNC router that the kids are using. They learn how to program it, and they make lots of cool
Tiny plant that grew from the tiny seed was growing fast, but its neighbor grows even faster.
Careers in Education is a 2-year program, Careers in Education 1 and Careers in Education 2. Careers in Education 1 is dual enrollment course with Nashua Community College, where you earn college credit for foundations in early childhood and nutrition, health, and safety. We are in the classroom Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we go to a local child care center.
In the desert.
Careers in Education has given me experiences that I would not have till later in college. And it's also given me college credit as well, and has done a really good job at preparing me for the educational field.
Robotics, where we learn to use different sensors and program the robot to do things. We also teach computer networking, software programming, and next year we're going to have a game design class.
Robotics class is really fun because you get to be creative and work on problem solving and learn a little bit about coding along the way.
Wow.
The engineering program is made up of 4 classes, engineering 1, 2, 3, and 4. Each one of these classes has a likewise class at Manchester Community College, and you have the option for taking these classes as college credit.
I really liked taking engineering classes because it taught me how to use 3D modeling programs and how to 3D print things.
In the business CTE program, there are many choices of business and law classes available for students to take, including business and personal law, business management, principles of marketing, personal finance, and entrepreneurship. Each class covers a wide variety of topics and units pertaining to the class subject and includes a real-life component. For example, the business and personal law class has a mock trial that simulates a real trial in a court of law.
Here in the business department of the CTE program, we do a lot of hands-on learning and understanding of business and the different aspects that it brings.
In the graphic design program, we learn different techniques to communicate a message visually to influence viewers to do something. Graphic design will introduce you to the basic building blocks of the visual language, some drawing techniques in Adobe Illustrator so that you can create your own graphics, and photo editing techniques and compositing techniques in Photoshop to create your own images.
I took graphic design at ConVal because I thought it would be a fun class to help teach me Photoshop and Illustrator and other things. In graphic design, we've made stickers, we've made menus, we've made posters. Really, if you can think about it, we've probably designed it.
In the photo video program, students investigate the basic technical and artistic aspects of both photography and video art. Students analyze lighting techniques for still photography and formulate scripts and storyboards for films, while taking part in both local and national competitions for both photography and film. This course is designed to be hands-on and project-based. All equipment is provided for the students. This includes the cameras, tripods, lighting, and any other technological needs.
What photo video has done for me is given me not only the tools, as in the literal camera and the equipment that is professional grade that you get here, but also the guidance of an incredible teacher. But more than anything, it's given me the opportunity to find myself who I am as an artist. And I think that's what photo video truly serves as in the CTE department, as well as giving real world experiences.
You did the film Everest.
Students coming down to the Phase Welding Technology Center for welding program get the opportunity to learn multiple welding processes as well as metal fabrication. They get to learn a little bit more than just how to weld, but how to actually weld in the real world. Some students gain the skills enough to do a welding certification test, can test here and get certified.
Now it's done up by the gymnastics.
You go to Phase Welding, it's across the street from ConVal. You get to learn how to do stick welding, MIG, and TIG. It's a lot of fun.
It's more fun than you
Construction Trades is an exciting new multi-year program for Region 14 Applied Technology Center. Courses in the program include fundamentals in construction, industry safety, skills professional for a career in the construction industry. Instruction will focus on gaining skills in masonry, plumbing, electrical, carpentry, heating, and air conditioning.
I took the construction class at Conan because you get some really good experience for real world construction.
In the first year of this two-year program, students learn to inspect, diagnose, adjust, and repair the systems of a modern automobile, including environmental and safety practices. The students will develop their skills by working on customer and donated vehicles in a state-of-the-art facility featuring 5 bays, a parts room, lifts, and computers for diagnostics.
I enjoy taking auto because it gives me an opportunity to work on cars and restore cool cars like the El Camino we got working on back there in 1973. It's pretty cool what I'm working on that right now.
That's a good view of our solar panels. You haven't seen them before.
I see me in CTE.
I see me in CTE.
I see me in CTE. I see me in CTE.
I see me in CTE.
I see me in CTE.
The mission of the Region 14 Applied Technology Center is to facilitate each student's creation of his, her, their own version of success and their personalized map to career purpose.
And they're really proud of this title sequence. I hope you guys enjoy it because they work so hard. This is also stop action. So the child who really orchestrated this does a lot with Lego movies. And he had another experience. But this was their final project in digital photo video too. Like I said, I really am a little bit like a proud mom because these kids are my babies, and we do a lot of hard work to help make them successful. I have a couple of handouts for you guys. One is in front of you. It's just a quick and dirty of what do we offer. These are the programs on this single sheet that we offer, and they're the ones that you saw reviewed in that video and that the kids talked about. But I think that they show some really important pieces of information here. Kids are earning industry certifications that they can put on their resumes, because our goal is to get them ready for the next step, so that when they exit the Region 14 Applied Tech Center, they know both what they want to do, but also what they don't want to do. Like I was talking to Mr. Faber earlier, you might find out, like, I really don't like nursing. We had a child who was in the EMT program and was like, yes, I want to be an EMT. And then they went on a ride along and they were like, whoa, I do not like blood. I cannot deal with this. So much better to find that out now. I like to tell the kids in the Careers in Ed program that, you know, I went to school to be a teacher, and I had a colleague, a peer in my class. We went all the way through 3.5 years of college together. And then she got to student teaching in the last semester of college and realized she didn't like kids. And that was a problem. She liked English. She loved all the content. She loved teaching it. But to be able to figure out when you're in high school, if this is a career pathway that you're interested in, or I thought this was going to be what it was, and it's not really, I think is very, very valuable. So they get those industry recognized credentials, or we call them IRCs. The WBL, that's work-based learning. So that's a component that is part of all of our CT programs as well. And then college credits. We offer, just through the CTE Center alone, 60 college credits. So students, if they, depending upon how much advantage they take, and they can start taking those classes 10th grade through 12th grade through the community college system, they could get an associate's degree if they, you know, really chose to by the time they graduate from high school, and it's free. That's a great thing. Between the combination of the governor's STEM and CTE scholarship, which covers 2 Running Start classes a year, and then the school board really feels that this opportunity is important, so they pay for any additional classes the children want to take. I mean, just if you complete the engineering program alone, which is 5 classes, 1 through 4, and then the robotics, that's 20 credits. I mean, you could get a semester or 2 knocked out even of a 4-year degree, which is very exciting. Yes, sir.
How do you market this as an example, Conan?
Yeah, so we did a really cool Conant Career Day. So I have a whole lot of prongs that I have to pursue, obviously, as the CTU director. And one of the things I look at is increasing enrollment and then increasing retention, keeping the kids in the program. So one of the things that we did with Conant was we went to their career day, and I took my teachers out of the classrooms and had to find a lot of subs for them. And they went over to Conant, and they were able to bring their students with them and show them what it was like to be in their program. And our numbers really significantly increased. We have, there's the barrier of travel that we have to deal with the kids, and there's different bell schedules. But we offer 10 programs at the ConVal site, and then there's 1 program, the construction trades, over at Conant, and then there's automotive over at Messina. So people who are interested in those programs, they have the incentive to go. Yep.
Yeah, so if somebody is interested in EMT.
Yes, ma'am.
And they're a sophomore.
Yep.
Say at ConVal. How is the progression? How does that happen?
So firefighting EMT, those are each semester long classes. It takes a year to complete the program.
Yeah.
We recommend that students take it either in their junior or senior year, because you have to take the test. You have to be 18 within a year of completing the program in order to take the state testing.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a 4th block class because it goes over time. It takes 1 to 4 every day, because the kids are going out on ride-alongs, either with the fire department. They go actually and they fight real fires. They get wildland fire training. They go to the fire academy and practice a building fire. And then with EMT, they're going out on ambulance runs.
Okay, so what about the rest of their education for English?
Oh, they still do that. They do that in the first 3 blocks of the day.
Okay.
Yep. So it's all of these classes you are earning high school credit for. For example, the automotive, because of the length of it, and it's a full year class. Our classes traditionally are semester based. Auto 1, you're earning 2 credits. Auto 4, you're earning, or rather Auto 2, you're earning 4 credits because of the length of time and the amount of content that you're taking. So this is the list of what we have currently. We're adding things. The other piece that I wanted to draw your attention to, because it's a big deal and you guys are going to be hearing quite a lot about it as time moves on, is this packet. And folks that are at home, I can make sure you get the files for this. We're going into a renovation soon. So the state funds 75% of a CTE center's renovation. It's supposed to be every 20 years. It took a little bit longer than that this time. So 75 cents on the dollar towards making the center industry quality. We were built in 1995. So you can imagine our space, it does not resemble industry anymore. And so we are up, we could start our build July 1st of 2025, and it would be a complete renovation of the CT center to better replicate industry and better enable our kids to move from high school, either out into careers or going to post-secondary, which college. And some neat things that I want to draw your attention to at the back. They have pictures. I have pictures of a whole bunch of different CT centers that I've visited around the state. But right in the back, starting on page 21, is some potential programming that we're hoping to bring to the center. Animal science, because you'll be able to see, I've included here economic and labor market information, or ELMI data, that shows the job growth. We have a job growth of double digits in vet tech and veterinary science, and a whole bunch of potential employers. I don't know if any of you guys have animals and go to visit veterinarians, but a lot of our veterinarians in the area are getting close to retirement age. So there's a lot of job growth for our students. Health professions and related services, we're going to bring that back. We had that in the past and it was sunset, unfortunately, but I think we all know there's a lot of job growth for folks in that health related career. And then heavy diesel, heavy mechanics, a course in that, so that for diesel tractors or big diesel trucks, and then also small engines, because these are all areas where we have need in this geographic area, but also there's a lot of job growth. I hope you'll take the time to take a look at some of the information that I've included because it shows all of the different career paths for students. And I would be delighted if you guys wanted to come over and visit. We're going to be putting together soon a renovation committee through the school board because we need help. That part of the reason why I'm here is to show off my students and to show off all the cool things that we do, but I know that you guys are involved in the community. So I wanted to share with you ways that you could help. One is by getting involved with the renovation project and letting us know. We don't know what we don't know. So you guys have to tell us, what do we need here? What do you see as an economic need? What do you see as an area of growth as employers? What are you seeing, like skills that students aren't coming out of high school or college with that you'd like to see us build up on? Another piece is all of my programs have something called a program advisory committee, which is a group of people in that industry and then also post-secondary that tell the teacher what's going on. Because some of my people like Lance, who made the video, he's a filmmaker in the summer, but then during the rest of the year, he's a teacher, right? So he's not as up to the gun as far as what's going on in industry. He needs folks telling him, this is what's happening next. This is what we're doing next. He has, for example, somebody who's the digital person for one of the major baseball teams that can inform him on cameras and technology. He's got somebody who makes music videos that can help him prepare kids to do that. We've got engineers, different engineers in different engineering fields that advise our program advisory committee for the engineering facility. And then we're always looking for places for our kids to do work-based learning. Intern, come, and we need apprenticeships. We've got a couple of kids I'm very, very excited are going to be actually going out to do full-scale electrical apprentices next year. So we've worked it so that they can take night classes at Keene Community Ed, do their 2 evenings a night, and then they're going to go out 5 days a week with a master electrician to start getting that work-based learning. And we're going to work with them to get the couple of other credits that they need for high school, but they know that's the career path that they want. CTE is all about finding out what the kid is individually interested in, because not everybody's career path is the same. Many of us will go to college, some of us will not, but every person is going to have a career, and that's what I try and share with the kids. And so you need to figure out what that's going to be. Questions?
Yeah. Are they exposed to 3D printing?
Oh, yes. Yeah, tons of 3D printing. So we have, I probably say in our engineering fab lab, we've got 7. We've got 2 in the manufacturing, and then we've got I forget what the new kind is, but where the liquid comes up from the bottom and it prints up. Yeah, we benefit from federal Perkins dollars that's directed towards career and technical education. So I know we're getting a new Stratus 3D printer, which is with the liquid plastic that will come up. Yeah, it's really neat. The kids love it. Yes, sir.
I'm curious about college credits.
Yes, sir.
Put it crudely, how can you give out college credits?
Sure. So our teachers have to be approved by the community college system. They work with the same exact syllabus that is used by the community college professors. So they're considered adjunct professors. They have to use the same textbooks. They have to get the same assessments. And they are visited by the community college system a couple of times a semester to make sure that what they are doing passes muster. Students do not have to elect to take the Running Start class or take it as a Running Start class. They can elect to take it as a high school class, and then their work is slightly less. But we really try and drive home, there's not a lot of free lunches in life, right? And this is an opportunity. Even if you're not going to go to college, I tell my kids to sign up for it, because then you can check the box on a college application, or rather a job application that says some college. It's free. Yes, ma'am.
First, I just want to thank you for coming and for the video. It was fabulous.
I will tell my kids.
And people like you really are making a difference, that your kind of energy and the kids are drawn to that, I'm sure. A lot of us in this club are familiar with Mary Lou O'Neill.
Oh,
and
yes.
The impact she had on kids, and I can see you're cut from the same cloth.
Oh, thank you.
Also, I'm thrilled to see that the health sciences is on your expansion plan.
We need help with that, though, because there's so many career pathways that the community college system already wants me to include dental hygienist as one of the career paths for health science. So we're trying to look at, do we want to include also phlebotomy and what other elements? Because if students start in grade 10, which is per state law, when students can start CTE, they can knock out health science 1 and 2 and then spend that last year pursuing whichever career pathway in that field they're most interested in.
Well, MCH would love to have someone on your advisory committee.
Okay,
And I'll
great.
give you my card. If you
Perfect.
will be needs, I'm not clinical.
Okay.
But we can, I've got a couple people in mind.
That'd be great. And I have cards too, should anybody be interested. I can come and see you at the end. I promise I won't leave. Does anybody else have questions?
I just have a comment.
Yes,
It's
sir.
now free. Taxes pay for it.
I know.
And it's, I think people think, oh, taxes are evil.
Yep.
And stuff like that, but hey, this is what the government's supposed to do, is collect our taxes and distribute it for development and to the
Right.
population.
As a taxpayer, like I said, I live in Temple. Yeah. It's good stuff for kids. I mean, and that's what public education should be. So, yes, sir.
I like what I'm saying here. As a matter of fact, I have about this much knowledge of what you're doing.
Oh.
And what concerns me is how many people in the Monadnock area, in your region, would have a similar understanding of.
There's
the
not a
stuff
lot.
you're doing.
Yeah, we do. So February is National CTE Month. So for the last 4 years, COVID gave me a break of about a year, but I still did it for the last 3. We do an open house during CTE month, but admittedly, the attendance has been much lower than I would wish. So we're gonna do a blast out, obviously, with this video. I try and do a lot of reach out, but I am not reaching on the right channel. So if you have any recommendations on that, I'd be happy to hear
My
them.
background is marketing and communications. Let's chat afterwards. I have some ideas.
Oh, that'd be great.
Use not only to help the adults, parents learn, but also the students too. You've got a great thing here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I just want to second that great thing idea. I taught at Cheshire Go Tech.
Oh, yeah.
Mid-80s. Boy, it's night and day what you're doing. It's fantastic.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And I really appreciate the chance to share the kids' work with y'all. It's important. So, thank you.